Excuse me, sir.
Jeez.
May I ask you a few questions?
What is it?
Does your brake pedal go soft, spongy, or downright limp?
What did you say to me?
Because if it does, this could happen to you.
What do you guys want?
Well, hey guys, welcome back. A little bit of a setback on the 38 Buick. I had all but completed the next video on rebuilding the fuel pump on this thing. Had one more video clip to record, basically starting the car and making sure it was going to run off the rebuilt pump. And the starter's doing that again. Back to square one with the starter, it seems. Well, I actually think the solenoid has just completely had enough. You know, there could be a little bit of a debate there whether how good pumping 12 volts through a 6-volt starter is for it. I know many have done it, and it works fine, but hey, these parts are old. I have a new solenoid on order. Our wonderful postal system anymore. You all know about that. It's taken forever to get here, so we'll get back to that fuel pump one of these days. For now, however, the last job we need to do on this is the master cylinder for the brakes. When the car came in, I had about the last ½ inch to inch of pedal travel the brakes would grab. I filled it up with fluid. It was completely empty in the reservoir, and adjusted the front brakes out, and then I had great pedal. So we just need to rebuild that master cylinder, and then I think she'll be as reliable as ever. So let's get to work on that, and hopefully one of these days, you know, I'm just itching to make sure I rebuilt that darn fuel pump right. And, well, we'll get back to that. I'm going to go blow my nose, dry my eyes, and we'll get back to work.
Okay, we're down under here. Now I think all I'm going to have to do, take the line off, the pin out, and then our two studs here, and I can leave everything else installed. At least that's the plan for now.
Yep, didn't have much in it, that's for sure. I had that full a couple of weeks ago, so pretty clean in there, not too bad. Use GMC brake fluid.
Well, sorry, GMC, I'm going to use regular stuff. Okay. May have to put this in a vise to get it. Oh, yeah. There we go. Whew. All right, take my El Cheapo screwdrivers here for pry bar. Try to get this clip out at the back. There we go. Easy enough. And we should be able to get the piston and the cup out. Okay, I am making a royal mess of this thing. Good grief. Get that cup out. Okay. What a mess. Piggy, piggy, piggy. The guy's been putting off getting more solvent in this thing for about a year now. Maybe I should really consider doing that. Okay, you can see it's original Delco. It is a 1-inch diameter. I got the rebuild kit from Cars LLC. That is oldbuickparts.com. I believe I just found this kit on eBay, and under their deal, it is a MK375 is their part number. What I'm going to be doing, I'm going to hone the bore, get that all nice and cleaned up, flush it out. It'd be so nice to throw this in the media blasting cabinet and get all that Chevy orange paint off. I don't know why it's Chevy orange, but it is. You know, it's beautiful, I'd agree. But I will probably wire wheel it to keep the debris down so I don't get a whole lot of junk on the inside. Flush it out really good again with brake parts cleaner, and then paint it cast iron gray, and then we'll reassemble. Lubricate this with parts cleaner. Just keep moving back and forth. Nice. So while I have the paint drying, I came under here, and you know how these flare fittings get when there's rust and dirt packed in them? Do yourself a huge favor and free that up so it spins easy. It goes a whole lot better when you're trying to reinstall stuff. So I did that, and I'm gonna wait for the paint to dry. One of the hardest things there is for me to do is waiting on paint to dry. But I've got it hanging out here. Got it a nice cast iron gray color again. Got all our parts cleaned up. So maybe in another half hour we will start to reassemble. Okay, we're going to begin with some of the little seals and whatnot. Looks like I need to clean that up real quick. Simple enough. Our boot on there, and now our lock nut. That fly is giving up a hard fight. There we go. Putting up a hard fight. This stud was very stubborn, so I'm not even going to fight it. I'm just going to reinstall it like that. There was no gasket under the cap for the reservoir. I was going to cut one out and just found that a distributor gasket fits right over it, so I'm going to use that. Otherwise, it's time for the main piece here. Okay, we're going to start, and it can be kind of hard to get some of these parts in here. So I'm going to start with the hardest things. Put the piston in. That thing did not want to cooperate. Okay, now the cup. Get her slicked up with brake fluid. Here we go. Oh. All right. Turn our boot inside out here. I'm going to start one end of this in the groove. A cheap screwdriver in there, pry it in. Grab them crooked.
There you go. There you go. You need to go down. There. See that snap ring stuck in there? The boot back in shape and over the lip. That should look like. Okay, now our spring. This is the cup end of it. That gets recessed down inside that cup, the open end of the cup. And this. And our whoa, threaded piece on the end, making sure we get the copper gasket on there. Don't you do that. You're gonna behave. You're gonna be good. It will all be okay. All right. Snug that down. And that is pretty much it till we get back under the car. This will go there, of course, and put it there for now. Keep things clean. And that's it. Let's go back under the car. Alright, we're going to start with getting these mounting bolts back in. I guess that's probably obvious. I am going to start that line in the back, just like that, so I don't have to fight that later. Okay, get this stuck in. We're good. We're great. If I thought there was any chance I could get this exhaust pipe off the manifold, I would do it. But I don't, so I won't. She couldn't be more right in the way. Alright, car's back on the ground all the way, and boy, I tell you, making videos of this stuff gets a little distracting, especially doing everything myself, which is the way I prefer it. I had every intention of bleeding this master cylinder on the bench, and I got it rebuilt. I got it rebuilt and went to throw it on the car, and that was it. I was trying to get this job done this morning. The kids are really wanting the pool put up. So, anyway, I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying, normally I would have bled this already on the bench, but I've had pretty good luck doing it on the car as well. Okay, somehow I'm going to set you up in here. I'm going to get brake fluid in there. Okay. All right. Clean funnel. Already got dirt and rust all over the outside of that thing. Alright, she's bubbling away, as you can probably tell. We're just gonna give her a little help here. Pedal's starting to feel real good already. If I get a sponginess, it's going to be because there's air in the line coming out the back of it. There was fluid dripping out when it was disconnected, so I don't think it'll be a huge problem. Oh, I mean, this pedal's feeling pretty darn good already. Gonna add a little more. I'm gonna add a little more, clean up the mess I've already made, and that should be that. So we got everything covered back up. Master cylinder's full. The pedal is feeling great. It is not spongy at all. Nice and solid, so that brake line coming out the back was not full of air already. It was able to stay full of fluid. Undoubtedly there may be a bubble or two in there. I know, I understand. And if the pedal was spongy, then we would bleed all the lines. There are pros and cons of doing it this way, you know, especially these old under the floor master cylinders. Bench bleeding is nice because then you don't have to monkey around with filling them and messing around with them through the floor or from underneath. But also it's nice to have them empty when you're bolting them up there, so you're not laying under something that's dripping fluid all over you. So to each his own. You do it your own way and I'll do it mine. And if you do it this way and your pedal's spongy, then just bleed the lines and you'll be fine. Sit in here and pump till you get no more air bubbles. You will get a little geyser of brake fluid coming out the top, so just be careful of that. Don't get aggressive with the pedal. Just slowly pump it back and forth and you'll get all the air bubbles out of it. So yeah, I guess that's going to do it for this video. Like I said in the beginning, I'm waiting for that solenoid. I can't believe I was able to still get one. Rather expensive, but you got to do what you got to do. I cannot find a starter for this, a whole starter, so that better take care of it. And when I'm all done, this is the last job I needed to do other than making sure the fuel pump works. So we're going to say goodbye to this Buick. We will be getting another one, but I think I'll do a test drive, 38 Buick test drive video. So if that sounds at all interesting, come along and check it out. That'll do it for today, though. Thanks a lot for watching. God bless you guys. We'll see you later.
There's no harm done, he says. Now fearless auto drivers put on their thrilling act before a jam-packed grandstand and stage a flaming show. High in the air without wings, and he clears the bus. But it's not a 4-point landing. So he'll try it once again. Here comes another headed for trouble. In slow motion, we see the crack up in detail. Yes, there's a man in the driver's seat, but for how long, nobody knows.